I'm Krylios, and I'm here with Rayceen Pendarvis, of course, the one and only. Hey, Rayceen.
Hey, love. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Are you
yes, we can
there?
hear
Are
you
you there?
now.
We are live. Look at that. That's 10 years of the Ask Rayceen show. It's
10
flying.
years of the Ask Rayceen show. Yes, everyone, welcome to our first of our 7-part series of live stream specials celebrating the 10th and final season of the Ask Rayceen show. Over several days, we will be joined by past guests, public officials, and other special people who will join in our celebration by sharing their memories and thoughts about the legacy of the Ask Rayceen show. How fabulous is that, Rayceen?
It's amazing. 10 years of my life. Oh my God. I'm so overwhelmed. I just don't know what to think. It's a joy to behold. How about that?
Certainly a joy. Certainly a joy. So we have some very special guests tonight. So let's get to it. We want to let them all in right now because we have some special guests and we are so excited to speak with them all. So first up, she is the woman who over 30 years has represented the people of the District of Columbia in the United States Congress. Eleanor Holmes Norton. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
We love you. You're on mute, my beloved. Unmute your phone.
Yeah, I really want to unmute tonight because Rayceen, I am so pleased to be here as you celebrate your 10th anniversary of the Ask Rayceen show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I wouldn't want to be any place else. I, of course, have appeared on your show many times, sometimes on YouTube. And you've been good enough to interview me before some of my primaries, and that has always been helpful because you certainly reach people.
Oh, thank you.
But most of all, Rayceen, I enjoyed joining you for your one last wobble.
We loved it. We had a good time. It was so funny. Wobbling on the rooftop of Martin Luther King Library.
We wobbled that night, girl.
Yes, we did. It was so happy having our wonderful council member who was with us as well. That was so funny. I was so surprised to see so many people there. It was such a joy.
Well, that's what you do. You attract us.
How about that? And it was like, that it's plenty gray on the roof, but it's plenty fire in the furnace. So that means that we have so much to do and so much to offer. We are so blessed.
And well, it was brilliant to put it on the roof too.
Wasn't it? It was amazing.
It was.
We have another guest getting ready to join us.
Somebody we have so many guests coming in. So I have to say it to the Congresswoman, thank you so much for making the time to be with us. Because not just this evening, as you just pointed out, we did the one last wobble on the top of the MLK Library roof. So I want the viewers to know that one last wobble segment featuring Eleanor Holmes Norton is included in the penultimate edition of the Ask Rayceen show, which is available now at askrayceen.com. Congresswoman, thanks so much.
Co-starring Rayceen. Thank you for having me this evening.
Oh, thank you.
It's our pleasure.
Eleanor Holmes, thank you for popping in. I'm loving all these surprises. We just got another surprise. The wonderful Candiace Dillon, honey, just popped in on us.
Hello.
Hello, Candiace. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Yes, and I have to give flowers to the Congresswoman. I wasn't expecting there to be royalty in the chat.
Oh, yes. That's what we're giving. That's what we're giving all night.
I love that.
I love
And
that. Well,
hello,
Candiace,
rest
let
of
me
the-
give you your welcome, your introduction first, since you've now entered the room. So up next, joining us is a singer, an actor, a producer, an entrepreneur, and a cast member on The Real Housewives of Potomac on Bravo. Her scheduled debut on the Ask Rayceen show in April 2020 as a celebrity judge for our annual mini ball was sadly canceled because of the pandemic. But she's with us today, and her new album, Deep Space, is available right now. So everyone, welcome Candiace Bassett.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Thanks so
Hi,
much for being
Rayceen,
here.
my love.
I love you. I miss you, girl.
I
my
miss
God.
you too. Like, oh, this pandemic is taking me out. Yeah, I miss your
Listen.
energy. I miss your smile. I miss your vibe.
I know. I miss your hugs. Oh my God.
I know. Yes. But it is so great to see you.
I
You
love you.
obviously, you are a legend. You are a mentor. You are just a foundation for so many, and you have been. Your spirit is pure. It's beautiful. Your spirit is one of inspiration, and just congratulations to you on all of the success with your show. And I can't wait to see what you do next, because we're all watching.
Yes,
it's
honey, get ready.
We
It's
have a lot in the fire. Yes.
Oh, what's the tea? Something's going on.
Oh, girl, just all I can say is 2020, 2022 and beyond is going to be amazing.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I can't wait. Ooh, okay.
It's going to be so good. So listen, Candiace, we're going to talk to you right after that too, but let me introduce everyone else that we still have here.
Yes.
So up next, we have a singer from the DMV area whose music has been on the UK Soul Chart. She has toured Europe as a solo artist and toured as a backing vocalist with Regina Bell. She is officially the music act who has performed the most times on the Ask Rayceen show. Songwriter and recording artist, Nia Simmons. Welcome, Nia.
Hello, Rayceen, Krylios, everybody here, everyone who's watching. It is my pleasure to be with you guys tonight.
Thank you so much for being here, Nia. Always a pleasure to see you and to have you with us. And joining us for this series is Claire from HeadCount Voter Registration, who will later share some voting information for our viewers in Virginia and other regions who have elections this year. Hi, Claire.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Rayceen.
How are you, my love?
Ready, because I've got some dates for you later, but I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, it is so fabulous to have everyone here to celebrate the Ask Rayceen show. 10 years, 10 seasons, and coming up to a fabulous finale. I know so many of us are just so happy and elated for what's going on with this Rayceen and so many plans for the future. So we want to remind everyone that we have all the editions of the Ask Rayceen show, the final season, right now at askrayceen.com. We have the spring editions, the summer editions, as well as the 2 first editions of the fall series of shows. So everyone check that out at askrayceen.com. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty with everyone that we have. I'm so glad to have everyone here. Candiace, I am so mad that we missed out on having you for our mini ball in April last year.
Yes, and I think I told you I've never attended a ball.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you did.
I was so looking forward
we got
to
someone
it.
that works for 2022. Get ready.
Let me know. I will be there. Let me know. I will be there, because yes, it's the ballroom scene. I feel like for me at least became more mainstream when Pose came out. I had never really experienced the ballroom scene before that. And that's the beauty of media and representation, right? It opens you up to these incredible worlds and these cultures, of beautiful cultures that we just would not know if it wasn't greenlit on television. So it just endeared me to how amazing and how fun and crazy the ballroom scene can be. So I was really looking forward to it. So yes, I'm there. Let me know.
Okay, all right.
I love it.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny is I was watching your video actually just before we got on here with your little poom poom shorts on. Yeah, I said, oh, look at this kid. I said, I'm sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
And I'm glad you brought that
bit.
up. I'm glad you brought that up because, of course, Candiace, your new album, Deep Space, is out, getting rave reviews everywhere. I've been listening. I've been
Thank
watching your
you.
lives. I
Oh
mean,
gosh.
how are
Yes.
you feeling about this project, to finally put something like this out?
It's surreal. It is surreal. And Nia, I'm sure as a fellow recording artist, you can attest to how incredible it must feel to work on something and then give birth to it. I've never given
Yes.
birth to children, but I would akin and liken Deep Space to, giving birth to a child. I worked on this album before I even knew it was an album for probably 5 years. I had songs in my phone or lyrics in my phone, just, streams of consciousness, just my thoughts that became songs. And the team that the Lord sent and assembled, the army that was assembled, honey, to help put this together is just amazing. And I was most excited about just hearing what the audience's favorite songs would be.
Yes.
And that's just the most beautiful part, is having everybody, text and email and DM and say, oh, I love Cause a Scene, or my favorite song is Stay With Me, or I love Is It Enough? And it's like, oh, it's just, it's such a gift to have your music be received. It's a huge blessing.
I'm sure, and Nia can talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you performed at the Ask Rayceen show so many times, so I've heard your voice in person, and you're the songbird of DC, so I know you understand that feeling so much.
Oh my God, yes. There's nothing like being able to perform your craft and have it well received, just like Candiace said. And I miss the stage. I miss it so much. So I'm hoping 2022 is a better year for all of us performers. I'm prayerfully hoping for that. But yes, and I'm glad, even though I'm sad the show is ending, Ask Rayceen show is ending, I'm glad I still have my title as the most featured performer, music performer.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, touch yourself.
I'll take that.
Yes, a title that no one can ever take away.
When you create something, like all y'all say, when you create something, it's like giving birth. I never thought that I would watch this baby grow 10 years. And then because of this, it has now allowed me to springboard into Team Rayceen Productions, all on YouTube. Even when COVID hit, we went with the flow, honey. It was like, okay, we were scrambling, but it allowed us to create all of this other stuff and get in touch with technology and start creating. And honey, we are not looking back. I'm like, child, okay, all right, COVID, you tried it, but let me tell you what we gonna do with you.
Certainly. And I like how we're speaking about, that creating and what it feels like to have that out there. And I'll drop a little gem. So I was just on the stage a few weeks ago in a play, and through that experience, I had the opportunity to have one of my plays now be produced. And last week was the casting call, and to hear people reading my play, hearing the words coming out of their mouth and seeing that that's my art. I mean, there was nothing like that feeling. So I can attest to that feeling as well. So look out for it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh,
And Candiace, we saw you work. We've seen the process of you working on your album on the current season of The Real Housewives of Potomac, which once again is amazing. Just like every year, it's always a great season. It's never bad. What can't you guys do? So
it's never boring, honey. Y'all
never.
That is true.
Never.
Boring is
I'm
not.
I'm in front of my TV like this.
Listen,
Right.
what has this season been like for you, Candiace? How has it been for you? I'm sure it's been ups and downs, but I mean, it's rave reviews once again.
We are, I think, if we're not a #1 show, we are close to #1. And again, it is surreal. I joined the cast in season 3 So I always pay homage to the OGs because they stuck it out when people were not checking for Potomac. Okay. It was not a show that people could even pronounce. They were calling it Potomac and all kinds of things. People that are not from the DMV do not know what Potomac is or where it is. So they had to really push through those first 2 seasons to stay on the air, and they did. And, you know, and I came in the little brown ball of sunshine, and, you know, have helped to get us here to season 6, which we just shot our reunion. So the season is over essentially. And it's crazy how many people just are quoting lines from the show, or that, you know, will come up to me or message me, email me and tell me how they were inspired by this, or how they love that I did that, or how much they hate me, like whatever it is. The emotion.
The girls get very passionate when it comes to Candiace. Do they not?
The passion is there, honey. The girls love me or they hate me. There is no in between about it. Okay. But that is what I love about the show, is that it really brings out that passion in people. And it's us living our real lives. I got married on the show. You know, I've talked about having kids on the show. I gave you all an album on the show. I gave you all my first single drive back on the show. So a lot of milestones and firsts, and just it's an incredible gift and a blessing to have your life be documented this way.
I can only imagine. And we have Claire here, and, you know, we went through this big election last year, and some people might be wondering what's up next. Some people are now more, you know, politically aware. So before any of our other guests arrive or we get into more, I want Claire to just let the viewers know a little bit more about being voter ready for this year's general election coming up, and, you know, everything else.
Thank you, Krylios. And Candiace, I can totally relate, because I am also living my life through the Ask Rayceen YouTube channel. So everyone subscribe.
Yes.
But so I'm gonna talk about what you have to think about over the next couple of weeks, depending on where you live. And the baseline for everyone is, if you have never registered to vote, if you have moved since you last registered to vote or changed your name, go to headcount.org and we can help you get registered. Krylios is going to put up, you can also text, and that will send you the link to headcount.org. So a couple things to keep in mind. If you live in DC like me, there's no election this year. Get ready for next year. Go to headcount.org and register for next year. If you live in Virginia, New York, and Georgia, you have an election coming up on November 2nd. And I'm about to spit some deadlines at you. So keep this in mind and write down take your pen and pencil and paper. If you live in Virginia, your mail-in ballot request deadline is coming up on the 22nd. I want to say that's Friday. You should go to elections.virginia.gov to request your absentee ballot. If you live in New Jersey, you better hurry up and do it right now, because you are going to need to email in your absentee ballot request today if you don't think you can make it in person. And that is absentee.elections.ny.gov. Finally, if you're in Georgia, your absentee ballot request deadline is also this Friday for email, and that's at sos.ga.gov. So if you don't think you can make it in person, make sure to get your absentee ballot request in. Otherwise, early voting and voting in person on November 2nd are also an option. When early voting starts opening up, I will have more dates for you and times and websites for you. So come back to the pre-show party at the Ask Rayceen show, and I can help you out. But also, if you just ever have any questions or want to check your registration status, you should go to headcount.org, because we've got a lot of cool info on our website. And volunteer with us at Ask Rayceen show or at concerts at the 930 Club. Other community events. We are cool people and would love to have you.
Thank you, Claire, and thank you
Oh,
so much for everything that HeadCount does. And I want to give everyone an opportunity to ask Rayceen a question. Anything that you want to know, anything about celebrating the end of
I'm
the 10
29 in a
years.
virgin.
So Nia, let's go with you. What question do you have for Rayceen?
I do have a question, because I have to say one of the most memorable moments of this year that just made me so happy to see come across my social media timeline was that September 1st has a special significance, new significance now, because thanks to Mayor Bowser, that day in DC is the Ask Rayceen Show day. And let me tell you, my friend, I was just so happy and excited for you when I saw that news, just filled with pride. So I was going to ask you, once you got that news, what was going through your mind? How did that make you feel? Because that's huge.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming. It was a joy and a blessing. You know, for many of you who, you know, everybody knows that this year I lost my mom. And that was one of the greatest losses. It is the greatest loss of my life. And I was in a I was all over the place, and I was just trying to work through, and thank God for family and friends and moments like this, because it lifted my spirit. And it was like my mom was just guiding me, and she was like that little angel, and she was whispering in the ears of folks, and she was sending me accolades, because even when my mother was dealing with dementia, there were moments she was clear, and she would see me pack and go and get ready for the Ask Rayceen show. And she said, "Oh, you having your show today?" She said, "It's the Ask Rayceen show." And she would click up, and she would have those moments, and she would know when I would get my little cart. As soon as I started loading the carts, she knew where we were going. And it was like, she was just letting me know all of the labor was not in vain. And it was such a blessing. And I am so honored that our beloved Mayor Bowser saw fit to honor us on that day, because it is not just the Ask Rayceen Show Day. It is Team Rayceen celebration. It is Czar. It is Krylios. It is Nikki. It is Brittany. It is Rod. It is Donald. It is Green Cab. It is all the volunteers. It's all the performers who came, all of you, HeadCount, everybody who gave their time, their energy, their labor of love, and shared their gift with us. It was a way of saying thank you to everyone. And the folks who came, who sat in the audience and shared and laughed with us and through those experiences. So it was all of that. It was just everybody. So it was a way of saying, we see you, we honor you, and we thank you all.
Absolutely beautiful.
Wonderful. That is so nice. That is so great. And listen, I just take so much pleasure in being a part of this team. So thank you so much, because you've enriched our lives in so many different ways. Candiace, what about you? Any questions for Rayceen?
Yes. So again, like I remember when I first met you, and I say this, I've said this before, but you, Rayceen, you just have this nurturing aura. You have just a gentle, kind, like I just want to take you in and make sure you're okay spirit. And people like that. People always say, check on your strong friends. You're one of those strong people that I feel like we got to check on you and make sure that you're okay. So my question is, because you are such this beacon for so many people, when did you know in your life that this was going to be your calling? This was going to be who you were, that you were going to be this strong tower, this beacon for so many people? When did you realize that? Or did you ever? Like, are you still discovering?
Oh, yeah, I'm still on that road to discovery, but I realized through the loss of all of my friends, of losing many of my friends who I thought I would grow old with, through the AIDS and HIV epidemic. When that hit us, that was the first pandemic I went through. Yeah. And when that hit us, God kept me. And it was a way of saying, I kept you here. You have a purpose. You have to tell their story. You have to honor their spirit.
Yes.
And you have to honor your ancestors. So then I started knowing and I started realizing some things. I said, well, God, you done kept me and I did, and I'm grateful. I had to look around and say, oh, girl, I'm the last bitch standing, so, so let me just keep being in this moment of growth and then gravitating to younger people to be able to look at where I am now and hear Krylios is someone who's 30 years much, much younger. So to see and be able to see and nurture him and pour into him because people poured into me. That's when I see that beacon. When I look at Krylios, now playwright, and now doing all of these things when he came onto Team Rayceen and here he was this
still at Howard, honey.
This Jamaican goddess coming over here and to be able to say, oh my God, and to be able to pour into the next generation. So, of course, I always tell people I'm like Queen Elizabeth, I'm not giving it up yet, the throne, advocating the throne yet. But when those moments and you look and that's when when you see light in other people. Like I see light in Nia, I see light in Candiace, I see light in Claire, I see light in Krylios. When I see the light in other people, that's when I know my beacon is connecting with folks that you can see light in others. That's when I know it. I'll be like, girl, you shining, girl. I see that light. And you like, yes, you gravitated and then it. And then sometimes people want to diminish it. And sometimes people want to kind of push your light down. And sometimes people don't want you to shine in a lot of places. And sometimes you got to walk indoors a little differently because there are folks hating on you and don't want you to shine. But then you realize no matter if you put me in the back, you put me on the side, even if you put me outside the window or won't even let me in the door, my light gonna shine. My beacon is coming through. You cannot stop. You cannot stop what God has for you. And you can't. You can't. You just can't. So that's when you know your beacon is great. It's like, girl, put me in the back. It don't matter. I'm still shine, child. It don't matter.
Yes. A word.
I love that. And right now we have popping in a council member from the District of Columbia. So we just have guests popping in at every time coming in. So let me just introduce them. So up next is one of several new members of the DC Council who was elected last year. This young woman has been a guest on the Team Rayceen YouTube channel several times, representing the people of Ward 4 in the District of Columbia. We have Councilmember Janeese Lewis George joining us right now. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Councilmember.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I am good. I'm in celebration to celebrate the legend.
Thank you so much for being here. What do you have to say to Rayceen?
Rayceen, I am so joyful and honored to join you all tonight and to share my love, my admiration, my congratulations to you on 10 amazing years of the Ask Rayceen show, for all you are, all you have been to our community. I think we cannot say enough. I think the pandemic prevented me from being on the show in person this year, but I enjoyed all the episodes, and I am so excited for this 10th and final season that's available online. As we get closer and closer to November 3rd, I can't help but reflect on the amazing legacy you've left in our city, and the impact you've had on our LGBTQ community, on the rights and representation, on the way you have worked to support people's health and save lives. Let me say that again. You have saved lives by the work you've done, by being who you are, by your advocacy and by your representation and your activism and work to bring change in our communities. And on the way you have made so many people who don't usually get a fair hearing be heard and be seen. And I also just want to shout out the amazing team you've had supporting you and carrying this work out too. I remember when I became a candidate for office, Krylios was one of the first people who gave me, as a young Black progressive woman, a platform to talk about all the ways that we need to put people first in our policies and our budget. And on a personal note, I have looked up you for a long time, especially your resilience and fortitude you have shown throughout your life. And I draw from you in the challenges that I face. And that's why when the council wanted to and decided to honor you, it felt real and it felt so personal and appropriate. And so I just want to say a resounding thank you on behalf of all of our residents in Ward 4 for everything you've done to make our communities more vibrant, more inclusive, more beautiful through your life's work. I also want to say that this is not goodbye. And I'm excited to keep partnering with you and Team Rayceen Productions. One of the greatest things about Ward 4 is that there's always events happening, festivals, block parties, and all that. So I definitely want to keep working with you and seeing you in our community.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so honored and so blessed that you're here. It's so good to see you as this beautiful, beautiful woman and to see women on the city council in numbers, right. In numbers this
in
season.
Numbers, we're the majority now.
Yeah, y'all, the sisterhood is ruling. It was like before, it was like, hello. But now the sisters are at the table and doing it for themselves, right? Yes. And you know what, let me just say this in honor of all women. Mm-hmm. Women get the job done. I love my brothers and I love but women can set aside egos and they can hate each other and they can sit at the table and sit there and break bread, do what they need to do, have a glass of wine, drink, put their head down and you know, say, girl, that's all right. I don't really like you, but we gonna get to work. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm gonna hug you and love on you. And women get change done. Brothers be sitting there, we be having these egos that can't. We like this. Women be like, girl, we done moved the world. We done all this stuff. Done elections. We done, child, we done fed the babies. We done did that. We done parked the car. We done made some money. We done did all that. While y'all sitting there trying to get one thing done. And that's what women do. And seeing the city council with all these women on it, that I know that 2020 and beyond is honey.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be doing some things, honey. Whipping them in shape, you know, and I'm so proud. Thank y'all so much. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We are standing on your shoulders.
Oh, thank you. And I stand on the shoulders of Czar, who I know put this all together. Let me give him honor because Czar is sitting somewhere right now typing up something, emailing something, and he is doing it. And to people like Robert White's right-hand person is one of his right-hand council members, right-hand Angela Walker, his scheduler. Just sent us a message. Who's a dear friend. I love you. I love you. I see you. I know that Robert is running for mayor now. And he's got some things, his eyes, a lot of eyes. But she sent a beautiful message on his behalf. I see you, Angela, and Terry, and Jennifer, and Charlotte, Sienna Powles. They are wonderful women who are part of Team Rayceen, who are just doing it. And women, and y'all doing it. And it's like you stand on the shoulders of my mother, Maya Angelou, so many other women, you know, all of them, you know, Toni Morris, all of them, you know, so many amazing women. Y'all stand together in solidarity, and I'm just loving on y'all. Go ahead, girls. Women power.
Yes. Thank you. So I do want to give everyone a chance, especially if anyone has to step out or dip out or anything. So let's go. Candiace, how can people follow you, keep up with you, get your music and all of that? How can they go about and do that?
Well, thank you for first giving me the opportunity to talk about all the things that I'm doing. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the platform. My new album, Deep Space, is available on all streaming platforms right now. A lot of amazing things coming. I'm working on a Christmas song and a visual to go along with it for the holiday season. I love Christmas, so I'm so excited that I get to do a Christmas song and a video for you guys. I have a new single coming out at the middle of November, and another new single that I'm doing next year that will be coming out early next year. But, and I got to remember all of this, what's coming out on Friday is Benefits, which is one of my singles, part 2, featuring Q Parker of 112. So shout out to Q Parker for, even seeing anything in me to want to work with me. We shot a visual and we added him to the song, and that comes out Friday. So look for that. And just whatever the Lord sees next, I'm gonna be doing that. So
I love it. Thank you. And I see that Robert White is coming in. So I do want to do a screenshot with everyone on the screen. So don't leave yet, Candiace.
Okay.
Let's let Councilmember Robert White come in and let's do a full screenshot. Hello.
Hello. Just mention your name. Isn't that something?
I wasn't going to miss it.
All right, let's do a screenshot first so I can have everyone with it. And so let me just count down 3, 2, 1, and one more 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you all. And I must say, thank you so much for everyone joining us. And we have Councilmember Robert White joining us right now. This is such a pleasure. Let me give you your official welcome that they have here for me. So let's go ahead with that. So up next is one of our most frequent guests on the Ask Rayceen show and recently re-elected as the at-large member of the Council of District of Columbia, Robert White. Thank you so much for joining us, Council Member. Thank you.
Krylios, thank you for having me. Rayceen, congratulations. We love you. I'm sad that this chapter is closing, but like everybody else, I am so excited about the next chapters. But this has been a wonderful ride. I will never forget my experiences at your show, and there will never be anything like it. So I'm glad my colleague, Councilmember Janeese Lewis-George, joined the council before the Rayceen show ended, so she could see some of the incredible work. But the diversity of people, the love in the room, the acceptance, the art, the shameless plugs, the talent, just absolutely incredible.
Thank you. I think we have another one of your colleagues getting ready to come in.
Joining us as well. And we want to chat a little bit too, because Councilmember White, this is the first time we're seeing you since the announcement that you'll be running for mayor. So yes. Let's talk about that. It's so great to see you now afterwards.
Oh, you get called down right away.
I like it. No, I'm so excited about it. I have a vision in my heart of what we can be as a city if we are ambitious and really pull together and push ourselves. And it's a place we need to be. We need hope. We need to believe that next year is going to be better than today. And there's so many people who are hanging on to that hope. And I think we can push our city to the next level, but also show a lot more love to the people who are here and trying to stay here. And that has to be our focus. So I'm really, really excited about the campaign. I've been overwhelmed by the response so far. And I think we're about to do something very special in this city.
All right. I love it. Krylios, who just joined us?
I'm not sure who just joined us because they don't have their camera on.
Hi, I'm Joe Cray. I'm the communications director for Councilmember Robert.
There we go.
Okay. So you just holding things down from the background.
Yes. We do want to have anyone who wants to jump out or anything to take the chance to do that. If they want to leave a final word, I'm going to give them that opportunity.
Rayceen, I have to jump, but I want to say again, I love you so much. Congratulations. And call me when it's popping off in 2022. I'm there. Let me know. I'm there with bells on and my good wig. So it's all great.
I love it. Thank you, Candiace. And thank you so
panel.
much for coming.
Good luck,
Candiace, before you leave, can Cause a Scene be your next other single, please? Thank you. For me. Thank you.
I will.
The rest of the women on the council, Cause a Scene. That's it.
Thank you. Tell everyone I said thank you. That means so much to me. Thank you so much for supporting. And you all be well. Take care, guys.
You have a lovely night.
Good night.
Claire.
I'm also on my way out. Thank you for inviting us,
Oh, thank
Rayceen and
you.
Team
Oh,
Rayceen.
thank
We
you.
will be here for all of the pre-show parties coming up, if not me, one of our other volunteers. So thanks for having us, and everyone can follow us on all of the social medias at HeadCount.org. We also have one specifically for DC and Instagram, HeadCount_DC.
Thank you so much, Claire. Such a pleasure having you this evening. And now we want to give council members Janeese Lewis George and Robert White opportunities to throw questions to Rayceen. So let us start with you, council member Lewis George, and then we'll go to Robert White.
You know, you've been around for so long, and you've seen so many young leaders come up and continue to do leadership. Some have gone on to become mayors and have other positions. What is your advice for young leaders in this city with the time that we're in? What's needed? What do we need to remember and keep always at the center for ourselves? I would just love to hear what you believe the next task for us as leaders are, and what we need to remember as we lead.
Keep those who are staunch Washingtonians, keep them lifted, encourage them, let them know that this city is for them and not against them. And as we know, as the city grows, many times those who are part and born and raised, such as myself, who are native Washingtonians, sometimes we look around and see change and it's scary. But let them know that the change is a part of the growth, but you are also a part of the change. And you are part of the process. And our voices matter. And especially with our seniors, who are the lifeline, who it is because of them and their sacrifices that all of these things that we have are possible, and that we stand on their shoulders, and seniors matter. And I feel like that's so important to tell young people, or young people coming in, or new folks into leadership, to remember the lifeline beats at the pulse of your community, and that pulse of your community are those natives of the cities that you belong to, and those seniors who blood, sweat, and tears are part of the sacrifice.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Councilmember White, you.
Oh yeah, I have two questions, Rayceen. First one is a harder, more serious one, which is the Rayceen show carved out such a unique space in this city that everybody felt welcome and loved and accepted and affirmed. Without the Rayceen show, what can we do to create that atmosphere in this city?
Be open to spirit. Be open to the spirit of understanding that people need to feel safe. And creating safe spaces means inviting everyone to the table. Yeah. That everybody, Black, white, straight, gay, non-gender conforming, our transgender community, bringing everybody across the table, Republicans, Democrats, independents, believers of God, and non-believers. That everybody has a right at that table, and in understanding that when we start creating dialogues, that we start looking at and making sure that everybody's voice is there, that we start looking at collectively, because a lot of times when people bring in folks to the table, there's somebody missing.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Let the church say amen. Last question. You're the Rayceen show pushed the limits. Was there ever a time in 10 years where you said, we might be going off the rails here?
With our season sexy finale. And sometimes I was like, woo, Lord. But you know what? Sometimes you have to push the boundaries to bring people in. Sometimes you have to think outside the box to understand. And sometimes you have to grow with having no limits. And sometimes you have to bring that wall down and learn. So sometimes I had to learn that sometimes I got to push that boundary, and sometimes I got to step out of my comfortable zone. Sometimes I got to be uncomfortable to get comfortable.
And I love that question so much because I mean, especially when it comes to our sexy November season finales, you know, we always try to push the boundary a little bit. We've had some cakes, honey, some nondescript cakes. Yes, Rayceen fabulous entrances. We've had whips, like we've really turned it up for those November season finales. We really have. And we've had some really wild moments. The balls could get a little bit wild too. The mini balls could get a little bit wild as well. So there are some really, 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 really good moments. And so for viewers who want to, you know, catch up with all the wild moments or all the moments of the Ask Rayceen show that were captured and saved for you this year, you can all see the final spring editions and summer editions of the Ask Rayceen show available right now, free 24/7 at askrayceen.com. There you can also catch our September and October shows. And then you can also see coming up on November 3rd, our Salaciously Sexy series finale at 7 p.m. Eastern on askrayceen.com. That's where you go to see all of that. On November 3rd, that's our Salaciously Sexy series finale of the Ask Rayceen show, 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure that you're there to join us. And I want to thank all of our guests for coming here with us this evening. Thank you so much. Any final words any of our guests wants to say?
We love you. That's it.
Oh, we love you. I like to say this to everybody listening. I like to say thank you. God bless you and keep you. To see Robert, to watch you grow into what God has for you. An amazing husband, amazing father, an amazing man, and a wonderful politician with a heart of gold. My beloved council member, Miss Lewis, to see you, to come in the beginning and to watch you grow is like seeing a rose bloom and become this amazing bouquet of greatness. So I am so honored to see you and take part of your journey of becoming this bouquet of passion and power in politics. And my beloved Nia, to say that you are our reigning diva who has been there the most times. To watch you grow on stage, amazing artist who shares her gift with the world, and to watch you grow as a writer and a songwriter, and to see your growth and to know that I can say, oh, that's my friend, you know, and this wonderful, beautiful ability to say yes and be present and to know that your gift is a God's tool to enlighten and motivate people because music is healing. And to Krylios,
Oh, me too.
man, who I love dearly. I got to always love on you because you always got to give people their flowers while they're still here. And to see you grow, to watch this little kid come in the door. I want to be a part of Team Rayceen with this accent. I want to be a part of Team Rayceen.
Not that being my accent.
You know, to come in, you know, I'm a Jamaica, you know, and just sometimes he would speak so fast. You'll be like, what did you say? You know, and to watch you grow into and to see you, your crown of glory, take flight with your wings and soar because God has so much more in store for you. And I'm so glad that I'm a part of this journey of everybody that I can be able to say I have been a part to weave in and ride this journey with all of us. And Team Rayceen, I am honored and blessed. And Nikki and Czar, our beloved Czar, who's the Charlie that you hear the voice on the box of the table. The angels.
The Charlie of the angels.
Charlie's angels out to do the work. And Nikki, who I can't love on enough, who I have to love on and always say thank you because I don't do any of this alone, that I stand with my colleagues who are part of Team Rayceen and volunteers and performers. And I'm so grateful that this 10-year ride of my amazing journey is just the beginning, because it gets better as I get older.
Oh, lovely, lovely. So before we let you all go, Nia, do you want to share how people can follow you and keep up with you on social media and music and all of that?
Absolutely. Well, of course, NiaSimmons.com is the hub for everything. And I do want to make one plug or appeal, really, just to, when you can, buy directly from the independent artists, even though we're happy to have other outlets to increase our reach, like iTunes, Spotify, et cetera, et cetera. It's always best. And I try to, whenever I can, to buy directly from the artists so they can get as much money back as they can from the investment of creating this music that people are enjoying. So that's my one appeal. So NiaSimmons.com, and also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My handle is @Nia the Songbird. And thank you so much for having me tonight, you guys. Love you, Rayceen. Love you, Team Rayceen.
Thank you.
Everybody just take care.
Thank you. The Songbird.
All of y'all, thank you.
Councilmember Louis George, what about you? Social media, how can people follow you and keep up with what you're doing?
Yeah, so you can go to JaneeseWard4.com. You can also, on Twitter, I am at Janeese4DC, the number 4DC, as well as Councilmember Louis George Ward 4, which is W4 on Twitter, and Facebook is Janeese Louis George 4 Ward 4.
Thank you. And Councilmember White.
Yes. Robert White _DC and Robert4DC.com. Follow us. It's a fun ride. It's a fun ride.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And to our viewers, for more information about Rayceen Pendarvis, please visit Rayceen.com. And we want you all to follow Team Rayceen on social media and subscribe to the Team Rayceen YouTube channel. And most of all, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.